Hello everyone, in this video we will be seeing how to solve the prime triangle question. So this is the question. Write a C program using functions to print all prime numbers in a triangle for a given number of rows, and this sample output is for n equals 5. So let's first break it down to step by step. The first step, let's first write how to identify if a number is prime or not. And so yeah, let's get started. Let's say we want to find out all the prime numbers between. No, we should do something to check. Right? 25, sorry. Should be good. So how do we identify if a number is a prime number or the most naive version is to test by definition. That is, test if n is divisible by any number between 2 to n minus 1. This is something that everyone would have tried. So we should check from 2, 3, 4 till y minus 1. If any of this is a divisor of I, it is not prime. How do we check if it is a divisor? That means that the remainder with respect to any of these things should not be 0. If it is 0, it is a divisor, right? If any one of them, or in other words, if any one of them is 0, then prime is false, it's not a prime. So maybe let us have a Boolean variable called prime. We will initially set it to be true, and then we need to do this particular last step. So this 2 to I minus 1, let's call it as a variable j. J equal to 2, j less than or equal to I minus 1, which is the same as j less than I, but j plus plus if I percentage j is equal to 0, then we should make prime equals false, and you can safely break out of the loop. You don't need to check if 5% 2 is 0, that's it, it's not a prime. You don't need to check for 3, 4, 5 or anything, right? And at the end of all this, if none of them made it I percentage j equals 0, that means that number is indeed a prime. So prime printf percentage d I. Yes, sir. So let's just run this and see if this works. Right, I should include std google.h using Google. I mean, you can just use an integer if you want. 1 is a prime, 2 is a prime, 3 is a prime. Of course, 1 you would get it as a prime because this check-in condition is not even there. So maybe you can start with 2 and then you can be. Now that we got a way to find out if a number is prime or not, print and so on, let's try to beautify it using functions. If the number is prime or not, right? Initially, what did we assume in the board? The same thing, let's copy the same. And we can copy the same thing here for int j is equal to 2, j less than or equal to I minus 1. Instead of I minus 1, we would write input minus 1 because the number we are testing is actually input in this case and not I. Yeah, though this should work. Now, the prime we will get is prime of I. We can just call the function and that will do the same code. It's like the same code is here, but instead you just put it into a nice function. Now when someone reads this, it looks much better. Like, I mean, understanding the code, it's decoupled, and so on. Okay, let's run this. I is okay. I am supposed to write input instead of I. Two is a prime, three is a prime, five is a prime, seven is a prime. Nice. So let's go back to the question. Now we need to print it as a triangle. So instead of writing 2, 5, 7, the problem is that you need to print it as this kind of. So you need to have some uh, feature which counting how many you have printed so far, and then you should also have a track of the row number. Let's say that currently, initially you would be printing row number 1. If prime you increase the prime, and if you see clearly they have printed it. So I should use percentage 3D. And count is equal to row number. Basically, meaning if I have satisfied the entire length of the row, then I should move to the next row. So I should increment, and then count I should set to 0, and then I should print a new line. Now let's try this. We got this. We got it. Okay. I should have written percentage 0 3D for printing. Nice. So now the only question becomes we are supposed to take n as input and continue finding primes till we haven't reached this rows. So what we can do is instead of this for loop, we can keep I outside as 2. Still the row number hasn't reached. We can just from the now I think this should work. Let's see. What's going on here? Okay, this doesn't support input or input. I should just go. Oh, okay, I should increase I at the end of every iteration, right? Because there it was happening in the for loop, but now that I converted it into a while loop, I'm supposed to give. So for 2 rows, let's see what happens. If it was okay, let's give something else. Maybe 5 rows. Let's see if it matches. Till 47. There we go. We're done.